Good morning, students. Today we are discussing about the topic is paradigm shift. Definition of paradigm shift. A paradigm shift is a transformation from one organization theoretical perspective to another. Paradigm shift is also called a revolutionary science. Think of a paradigm shift as a change from one way of thinking to another. It is a revolution, a transformation, a sort of metamorphosis. It just does not happen, but rather it is driven by agent of change. Theory. In 1962, Thomas Kuhn wrote the structure of scientific evaluation and further defined and popularized the concept of paradigm shift. Kuhn argues that scientific advancement is not evolutionary but rather a series of peaceful interludes punctuated by intellectual volunteers revaluation, and in those revaluation one conceptual worldview is replaced by another. Think of a paradigm shift as a change from one way of thinking to another. It is a revaluation, a transformation, a sort of metamorphosis. It just does not happen, but rather it is driven by agents of change. Example from the past. Agent of change help create a paradigm shift, moving scientific theory from the Ptolemaic system, the Earth at the center of the universe, to the Copernican system, and moving from Newtonian physics to relativity and quantum physics. Both movements eventually changed to worldview. These transformations were gradual as old beliefs were replaced by a new paradigm. The printing press, the making of books, and use of vernacular language changed the culture of the people and had a direct effect on the scientific evaluation. Johann invented in 1440s of movable type was an agent of change. With the invention of the printing press, books became readily available, smaller and easier to handle and cheap to purchase. Masses of people acquired direct access to the scriptures. Attitude began to change as the people were relieved from the church domination. Presently, how paradigm shift present. Agents of change are driving a new paradigm shift today. The signs are around us. For example, the introduction of a personal computer and the internet have impacted both personal and business environment and is costly for a paradigm shift. We are shifting from the mechanized manufacturing industrial society to organic service-based information center society, and increase to technology will continue to impact globally. Paradigm shift in media theories. During the democratic, the British medium, print medium, the all-powerful media theory was in place. It is linked to a bullet released as a member with immediate and direct effect. The media was believed to possess the power to manipulate people's behavior. Example, hypodermic needle theory. The era known as the limited effect paradigm emerged in 1938. Example, persuasion theory, two-step flow model, Laswell 5Ws model, and limited effect theory. With the birth of television and new technology, mediating factors such as church, family, and school begins to lose the traditional society role for many people. This is referred to as the all-powerful media revised, namely from Oknaw. Example, cultivating analysis theory. Then conclusion. In conclusion, for millions of years we have been evolving and will you continue to do so. Change is difficult. Human beings resist change. However, the process has been set to motion long ago and will be continue to co-create our own experience. Kuhn states that awareness is prerequisite to all acceptable change of theory. It all begins with the mind of the person. What we pursue, whether normal or metanormal, conscious or unconscious, are subject to the limitation and produced by our inheritance and socially continuous nature. However, we are resisted by the for we can change. However, we are resisted by this we can change. We are moving at the accelerated rate of speed, and our state of consciousness is transforming and transcending. Many are awakening as our conscious awareness expanded. Thank you.